Hey, alright, I'm back. It's time for another vlogcast episode. As you can see, we've got a little bit of a different setup today. I'm kind of just fixing things real quick here. Sorry, this is the weirdest setup that I have to do for any video. So hopefully this will only take a second. And then we will be on our way with the news of the week. I wish there was a way that I could set this up like this beforehand, but hey, there we go, it's done. Yeah, so cool, we are here back with another episode. As you can see, I am not in my normal room. Actually, I am at home. It's a little bit weird, but that's okay. Yeah, so this is how we're going to do this episode today. Hopefully you don't mind. It is going to be a bit of a strange episode because being that E3 is coming up, it's kind of another week of a bunch of little news. Nothing like super big happened this week. And it's going to be the same situation next week, I would guess, as well, as we are heading into E3. But then I've got some cool ideas, assuming I have time, for E3 itself. That could be pretty fun. We'll see as we get closer. But with that, there are a couple channel things that I want to update real quick here. I'm sure some of you who watch me a lot are probably wondering, like, oh, where's Transistor? You've been talking about Transistor. Transistor came out. Where's Transistor? Yeah, I'd love to be Let's Playing Transistor. I really would. Unfortunately, it's got a lot of, like, stability issues right now, and it's not just me. The community hub is kind of full of people having problems having it run. I can play it, but I'm getting like severe frame rate drops and like huge audio issues that basically just make it unplayable. So I'm playing it like 2 or 3 minutes at a time, which is like killing me because I want to just play it straight through and be done with it and record. But obviously, like, if it's this bad for me just playing it, there's no way that I can record it while playing. So I'm kind of just waiting, seeing if there's going to be some more updates. I know they're working on it. I know they're patching some stuff. So hopefully there is enough of a fix, at least, so that I can play and maybe record a little. Because I'd like to be able to at least do... What is that? That's a bunny. Wow. Okay. I've never seen one of those. Anyways, yeah, so I mean, I'd like to be able to record at least a little bit, but we'll see what happens. We'll see if that happens. I can say this is kind of my pseudo-review, I guess. It's real good. I like it so far. I can't speak too much on it because my experience has been a little spotty at best. But what I've played, I've liked. I wish it played a little better for me, but I know some people have had no problems. Other people have had lots of problems. It seems to be sort of a random issue. So that's what's going on with Transistor right off the bat. Other than that, I don't think there's any channel update stuff. So I guess that means we will jump in here and see what's going on this week in games. Let's see. There is, like I said, there's been a lot of little stuff. Maybe I will start with kind of the big news of today. The next-gen versions of Minecraft were finally announced. I know a lot of people have been waiting for this. So let's see. Basically what's happened is they've been working on making it work well. So each system has got kind of a different thing going for it here, so I will go through them. The Xbox One edition will be released in August. Bigger worlds and greater draw distance than the 360 version, yada yada. It'll cost $20. If you bought it on 360 already, or played online with the disc version, you'll be able to get the Xbox One edition for $5, which is awesome because Minecraft does not go on sale. So that's cool. And they said that upgrade is going to be available for a minimum of a year after the release date. So you've definitely got time to make that happen. I should say sorry if like the camera moves around. As I said, I'm recording on my bed, which is why I look weird and hunched over. But it may move around because it is a mattress and I need to move a little bit. So this is kind of the ghetto setup. And then it says cross-platform will not be possible between 360 and Xbox One. That's fine. And it says most of the DLC will transfer and saves will transfer from 360 to Xbox One, but not the other way. Okay, and then the PS3 and Vita edition. PS3 version's out already, but the Vita edition is coming in August. It includes everything from the PS3 version, and then if you have already bought the PS3 version or basically if you've already bought the PS3 version, you get the Vita version free. After it comes out, if you pay $20, which is the cost, you get the PS3 and the Vita version. So PlayStation cross-buy basically, which is awesome. That's really cool because again, Minecraft just doesn't go on sale. So to get it for multiple consoles for a pretty low price is pretty awesome. Saves transfer between PS3 and Vita. And let's see, all DLC will work on both. Perfect. And then the PS4 edition also in August. Significantly bigger worlds and greater draw distance, yada yada. Again, $5 upgrade if you've got the PS3 or Vita version. For a minimum of a year. Let's see. They're working on ways to be able to upgrade from the Blu-ray disc version. So it sounds like it's not quite as worked out like it is with Xbox 360 yet. You can import worlds to PS4, but not the other way around. Again, so basically all the same stuff. But still, that's really cool. So, 3 new editions of Minecraft coming out? So if you're into Minecraft and want more, awesome. That's cool to hear. Depending on like how close it is to the PC version, I may pick up the PS3 and Vita version and upgrade the PS4 version as well, because $25 would get it for me on all of my Sony systems, which is pretty cool. I like that deal. Sounds pretty good. Alright, let's see. Kind of following up from last week, we talked a little bit about the Dota International. The prize pool is now at $6,357,000, which is nuts. It's just absolutely insane. Oh goodness. Sorry. I am a little sniffly. I might have to sneeze a little bit, but I'll try and get the video and audio off. Yeah, so they've added like a whole bunch of stretch goals up to 10 million now, because it seems like there's a decent chance it'll hit that, because I think originally they had up to 5 million, maybe, and it just keeps going past. So I would not be surprised to see it hit the 10 million by the time they're done. So that's cool. I mean, that's awesome. I love seeing so many people into it, so many people buying compendiums to make that happen. And I guess it'll be exciting. I'm not going to buy a compendium, and I probably won't watch anything but the last match, but still, should be cool. I think it'll be cool to see. I'm glad to see something so big for esports going on. Let's see. Oh yeah, probably the biggest news of the week. It is still rumored, but it's pretty heavily sourced that YouTube is most likely buying Twitch for $1 billion. This is a pretty big deal. So, of course, if you're watching this, you know what YouTube is already. YouTube's, of course, the kind of the biggest video service on the internet. Like, no doubt about that. Twitch is the biggest streaming service on the internet. That's also been proven pretty recently. With Twitch making up something like 46%, I think, of all online streaming of stuff, like live streaming of stuff, which is insane. So it's getting more streaming than like the sports and stuff that stream. So that's cool to see, but it'll be interesting. I think this is one of those deals that works out really, really well for YouTube, because they're kind of getting rid of some competition in a way, as well as getting something that we'll be able to stream, because the YouTube streaming service is not very good. And it'll be good for Twitch because Twitch could use some support in kind of their infrastructure, kind of figuring out some of the online systems, things like that, because it is spotty a lot of the time and it can't always handle quite the big load that Twitch gets put on it, especially at times like the International, especially at times like EVO, things like that, when really, really big things that lots of people are turning into are being streamed. That being said, I think the people that it hurts are, one, probably people who stream on Twitch, because they may be, and again, this is all speculation, a lot of it comes down to finding out if YouTube is going to change anything about Twitch, or if they're just going to kind of let it be its own entity and just not do anything, just support it, which is what I hope, but it's so hard to tell this early on, especially with it still being rumors, so I'm not going to like jump in and start any kind of like heavy speculation on what's going to happen. But of course, like if things like Google Plus requirements were put in, if things like Content ID match systems were put in, this could be a pretty big hit to both streamers and viewers, just because, you know, that kind of stuff affects people and people don't really like it on YouTube that much, but it's been kind of forced and shoehorned in, and I would imagine people would not like it on Twitch very much either, so we will we'll see moving forward what happens with that. It is an interesting rumor to come out, though. I would not be surprised at all to see it happen. And I think for the most part, I'm excited to see it happen. I think a lot more good is going to come out of it than people are speculating right now. I know Twitter just became unreasonable. Like, I had to just shut it down for a few hours because there were so many people saying, like, alright, let's go move to Hitbox, Twitch is dead. Like, it's not gonna happen that way. Besides, like, one, we don't know that that Hitbox could even handle the server load. Besides, like, how many people who've heard of Twitch have heard of Hitbox? Like, you kind of have to be sort of on top of that kind of stuff to have already heard of Hitbox anyways. And I haven't made the switch. I'm not going to go start watching stuff on Hitbox. Twitch would have to basically stop working for me to even consider Hitbox. And I really don't think that Hitbox could handle the kind of traffic that Twitch gets anyways. And I don't think that most content creators on Twitch are going to be switching over to Hitbox and losing a significant portion of their audience who doesn't want to move. And that's kind of the reality of it. I mean, it would be like if I were to go to Vimeo, like if I'm going to go start posting my videos on a different video site. Like, not everyone who watches me on YouTube is going to move over there just to watch me. It's not going to happen. So, sorry. Excuse me. A little sniffly. Sorry about that. Yeah, so I mean, we'll see. My reaction to basically anything that gets rumored like this is sit back and wait. Just wait for some news to come out. As it stands, it's still a rumor, so no point getting up in arms about it yet, I feel. Yeah, again, we've kind of gone through like half of the news I picked out already. Like I said, it's kind of a weird week for news again. I'm going to actually turn the video of me and the microphone off for just a second. Alright, hey, I'm back. Let's get the video back. Yay, I'm back. Okay, it still works. Sorry, I just had to like sneeze, blow my nose a little bit, stuff like that. And I didn't really want to do that on camera with a microphone in my face. Anyways, so this is also kind of a follow-up from last week about the Division being delayed. the company behind The Division, Massive, I believe, has said in kind of a press release about it that the reason they're delaying is because the last thing they want is to do a Battlefield 4 with The Division, which I totally respect. I'm like, take your time, let it take what it needs to take, because Battlefield 4 still pisses me off. I'm not a Battlefield 4 player. I was never going to buy it anyways. It still pisses me off that like 5 or 6 months later it still doesn't really work. People are still having really, really frequent issues, and they knew for a fact that it wasn't really working when it came out. So I'd much rather see a game come out later, be delayed, and come out working. That's my opinion. They have said for sure now that it's not going to be out in 2014, and I'm okay with that. Again, it sucks that it sucks that it has to be delayed, but at the same time, The Division looks super, super good, and I want it to be super good. Like, it's probably the most excited I've been for a game like that when I saw the trailer for it. So I'm hoping that it gets polished up, gets working the way they want it, and gets released and does really, really well. That's my basic opinion on it. Again, just kind of my opinion. I know a lot of people will be upset. And I suppose while we're on delays, I should say it is being rumored right now that the Order 1886, I believe it is, for Sony is potentially being delayed to 2015 as well. Again, that's fine. I think that if they're going to announce that, because right now it's rumored, I think if they're going to announce that, they need to announce it at E3 after a whole bunch of other games coming out this year get announced, which I'm hoping to see anyways, because that was kind of one of the big things that people have been waiting for PS4. So it would be pretty unfortunate to have that not come out, and also have a lot of things also not come out in 2014. So we'll see what goes on with that. Yeah, that's basically what I've got for that. Pretty much always my opinion on delays. Like, if it's going to make the final product better, then it's probably worth the delay. So, again, I'm actually okay with that. Let's see. Speaking of Nintendo, apparently at E3, because they don't do like big show, like they don't do like the big press event things like Sony and Microsoft do, for whatever reason. I'm still not quite sure why they stopped doing that, because I don't think a huge number of people turn into the Nintendo Directs. Besides, like, well, the thing is, most of the people who watch the Nintendo Directs are people who are already invested in Nintendo, so I feel like they're not really picking up a new audience with those. But again, I'm not at the head of the company. I can't really speak for that. I don't know what their numbers are like. But it says here that they are holding 2 developer events at E3, each going to be 90 minutes. One is going to be for Smash Bros. With Sakurai, and then the other is a secret mystery 3DS game. No idea. I don't even have a guess. It could be 3DS Chihuahuas for all I know. I don't know. Like, Nintendo does weird stuff, so we'll see. It would be cool if it was that Symphony of the Night 2 thing. Fingers crossed. Like, that would be awesome. I know, like, we saw the rumors for it. I talked about that a little bit last week. But I don't know if they would really show that off at E3 at a Nintendo thing. That seems more like the thing for Capcom to show off. But who knows? My other thing, and I didn't really talk about it much last week, because I was mostly just excited to see the Symphony of the Night 2 rumored at all. If that's a real thing, I'd be a little upset to see it only come out on 3DS. I guess handhelds I could understand, but I'd want to see it on Vita as well. And if I was going to have one or the other, I'd want to see it only on Vita. just because I know that Vita is way more powerful than 3DS, and it would be nice to see kind of a more powerful, like a better version, I guess, of the game. But that's just my opinion. I also know that that is not the most cost-efficient thing to do, make a Vita exclusive. So we'll see what happens with that. And again, we're just kind of burning through the news here. But yes, next-gen Halo title was announced for Xbox One. What are they calling it? I think it's... Oh, it's... Okay, so the name hasn't been determined, apparently. But what was the rumored name right now? Halo 5 Guardians, yeah. So they're going to be showing that off at E3. I guarantee it. So I said that last week as well when we saw the rumors for Halo 5 being showed off at E3. I said I guarantee they will. I'd bet money on it. And that seems to be becoming more and more true as we get closer to E3. So again, absolutely not surprised to see these kind of rumors and things coming out. And I believe, let's see, update. Yeah, it looks like Bomber did in fact publish a video online. Let's see, maybe I can start it up without sound here. I actually haven't watched the video or anything, so I'm not sure what the video shows, if anything. It might just say, hey, we're going to show off Halo at E3. I wouldn't be surprised. Again, no sound, please. Thank you. I don't want to get copyright strikes for playing the audio from the potential Halo 5 teaser. Okay, well, someone's in some weird, rags walking in the desert. Is this Journey 2? Oh, that would be sweet. I love Journey. No, I would guess that this is probably Master Chief. Master Chief Fizzle. Maybe. What's going on here? Alright, again, we still got a desert. I'm live commenting this video, which is really awkward, as you could imagine. Yeah, so anyways, the thing I was talking about for E3 is potentially, if I've got time, I was thinking of potentially streaming my thoughts on the conferences while they're going live. Problem is it would be a weird setup because I'd have to... I guess it wouldn't be that weird. I guess the question is if I would be able to watch something live while streaming. Okay, yes, so I was right. Weird Robed Man is indeed Master Chief. We've got one of those big crazy aliens from one of the big Reapers from Mass Effect. Apparently this is the Halo Mass Effect crossover. Yeah, we're really not getting much of a teaser here, as I expected. And then it just says Halo. Halo 2014, your journey begins on Xbox One. Alright, so there it is, yep. Halo 5 is indeed coming. 343 Industries, yada yada. All that good stuff. But, again, nothing too surprising there. The surprising one is the rumor that Halo 1 through 4 are going to be collected in the Master Chief Collection coming out to Xbox One. And I'm guessing that they would give it kind of the Halo CE Anniversary Edition kind of treatment for all of those. Upgrading graphics a little bit and hopefully bringing online play back to all of them in kind of a new way. But who knows? It'd be cool to see. I still don't think it would make me buy an Xbox. And I'm not sure really why they would put so much time and money into this, so it's maybe a rumor that isn't totally believable. That being said, I would love to see it on PC. I know Halo 1 and 2 got released on PC, but I don't think they were the greatest ports. I'm not sure. I never actually played them on PC, but I believe the online is basically almost dead as well on PC. Again, I don't have any real personal basis with this, but I believe that's what I remember hearing from people, but we'll see. Um, yeah, I don't know. It seems like that's just not the kind of thing that's going to attract people to Xbox One, is re-releases of old games. But you never know. Again, I don't know. In some ways, I guess it depends on which ones they do. In a lot of ways, I'm kind of over the whole HD re-releases of stuff, unless they add things or change like the actual platform I can play on. And by that I mean like from like a home console to a portable. So like I like the ones that come out for Vita a lot, because so like Final Fantasy X, 10-2, I've been playing a bunch on my Vita because I can play it on the go now. So that feels like an actual difference to the game. Whereas like if I were to buy the PS3 version, all I'm getting is the updated graphics and music and whatever, which is cool, but still I've got my PS2 sitting like right next to my PS3, and I already own those games on PS2, so it seems a little odd, I guess, to me. But that being said, I did do it for the Ratchet and Clank collection and absolutely loved it, and got the platinum for all three of those games, so I guess I'm a little torn on when it's okay and when it isn't. I don't know. I guess that's kind of my end opinion on that, is I don't know. I don't know why they would do it rather than releasing a new IP, other than it's Microsoft and they've only got a few IPs and they seem to try and stick with those. So maybe that's the plan here as well. Who knows? I honestly couldn't tell you. A little bit of news here. Triple Town, which is developed by Spry Fox. It's been out for a while, been out for a long time actually on Facebook. I know it's on iOS and Android, and then it's on PC and Mac through Steam. On June 16th, it is being removed from Facebook because apparently it's just not profitable. So that's unfortunate, I guess. But they are saying that if you have ever spent any money, even a 99-cent purchase on the Facebook version, then you will get a Steam key, including as long as you log in and do that before June 16th. So I guess if you want the Steam version for $1, go spend $1 on the Facebook version. I don't know. I played a little bit, I guess, on my phone. It's pretty good. I'll say that. Like, I like it. It's okay. But I thought I'd just put that out there, I guess, for, if people are interested in that. So, there is that. Let's see. Alright, not sure how much more I have on news stuff, so I guess now would be the time to get into Kickstarter things. And I've only got 2 to talk about, I think, but these are interesting. I actually talked about both of them last week. First up, Exogenesis Perils of Rebirth is the kind of visual novel inspired by the Zero Escape games. I covered the demo on my channel, and of course talked about it last week. Last week it was a couple thousand from its goal still. Now with 4 hours to go, right, and this was the goal of 32,000. I think last week it was at like 28,000 or so, somewhere around there. With 4 hours to go, it's at $52,000. So I guess like $20,000 came out of nowhere, which is awesome. I love seeing that. Like that's nuts to me that last week I was like, I hope they make it. They're really close. I hope they can make it. Now they've just like totally blown that out of the water. Let's see, the stretch goal they met was, I believe it was a Unity thing. So basically like a Unity port to, I believe, Vita, iOS, and Android. And they're thinking about 3DS. I think they're working with Nintendo. And then if they can get like another, $2,500 or so in the next 4 hours, they're going to get full voice acting, which is awesome, because that was basically my only complaint with the demo. Was I was like, man, there's like a lot of reading here and no voice acting. So it'd be nice if there was some voice acting. So yeah, cool to see. I hope they can make that stretch goal. I'm excited to just see it happening at all. That's awesome. And the other one, this is maybe like the biggest Kickstarter turnaround I've ever seen. Because last week I said almost for certain that Amplitude would not make it. Because last week it was at like $250,000 or something. It's now got 24 hours to go, and it is sitting at $755,000. So they got like $500,000 in the last week. I don't know where it came from, but that's amazing. So 24 hours to go. They need about another $20,000. They're gonna make it. That's that's it. Like if you, I don't know if I can pull it up now, but I was looking at the trend basically, because you can watch the trend of projects, right, and kind of guess if they're going to make their goal based on how they've been trending. And for like the first 3 weeks, it was kind of like this kind of trend. It was just like barely moving up, right? And we're talking like their goal is like up here. The last week, it's been like this. Like it just like skyrocketed out of nowhere. I don't understand what happened, where that came from, but that's cool. It's super exciting that they're gonna make it. I know for the past 3 weeks, basically everyone's been saying like it's not gonna happen. I don't think it's gonna happen. I don't understand how they're gonna make it. It's way too much money, but they're gonna do it. Apparently, like it seems like it. I can't imagine them not making it at this point. If they don't, that's seriously unfortunate because they are super, super close at this point. So we'll see. I think that's about all I've got for Kickstarter stuff. I don't know if there were like any other interesting Kickstarters ending soon. Let's see. Let's go search projects. I think there's one that might be ending soon. Yeah, okay. This is actually for a book. Andrew Groen is writing A History of the Great Empires of EVE Online, which is super cool. Sounds really neat. Had an original goal of $12,500, which he met in a day. It's now at just about $80,000. It's got 66 hours to go. So I guess by the time this goes up, you will still have a little bit of time to jump in on that if you want. $10 will get you a digital version, $25 for a soft cover, and $50 for a hardcover. And this is one that I talked about a while ago on the channel, actually, because he didn't do stretch goals. He only had a couple of options to pay in, and he was like, this is just going to be like a really straightforward Kickstarter. Just want enough to make it. That's it. And I'm like, I really, really respect that. That's awesome. Wow, I got a lot of cookies. Not to go talking about cookies here, but all right. Yeah, so that's cool too. Awesome to see that he's had so much success with this, and that people are seriously invested in this subject. So that's cool to see as well. And that, I believe, covers the news stuff. Let me go. We'll do this kind of shotgun thing like I did last time. Just go through our games and kind of post off anything that looks cool. Oh, well, I guess some little things. There was an Arkham Knight trailer. That looks really good. I'm looking forward to seeing some more gameplay. Let's see. Oh, I guess there are a bunch of screenshots for Zelda Hyrule Warriors, which is like the Dynasty Warriors Zelda game coming out. It continues to look pretty nice. I guess I don't know what else to really say about that. I'm not too into like the Hyrule Warriors thing, so, or I mean the Dynasty Warriors thing, so I'm not really that invested in the Hyrule Warriors thing. Guess that's what I was going for. Oh, Wolfenstein came out. Reviews seem pretty good. People seem to like it. I probably won't be getting it. It's not really my kind of thing, so yeah, we will see about that. Always Sometimes Monsters came out. I did a video on that. I actually haven't played much more of that. I need to get into that. I was mostly looking at Transistor coming out, and then Transistor just hasn't worked out so well. So I guess I could finish up. I guess I could finish up Always Sometimes Monsters. But most people seem to be really happy about that, so that's good to see. I know I was really happy in my review about it. Not really a review, impressions. You know what I do. Let's see. More bad news about Watch Dogs, I guess. Apparently the next-gen console version is going to be equal to the high settings on PC. I'm assuming PC will at least go to Ultra, if not having a couple settings above high. So, we talked a little bit about that. Would love to see them hit what they originally talked about over and over, but again, graphics aren't everything. But I guess what I don't like is just hearing over and over from Sony that, yeah, Watch Dogs is going to be 1080p at 60 frames per second, and then hearing like a week before launch, oh yeah, it's actually going to be whatever they did, 900p and 30 frames per second. It's like, whoa, okay. But again, we talked a lot about that last week. The first episode of the Super Game Jam is on Steam. I've not seen it. I've not bought it. I might sometime down the line. I probably won't yet. But that is the... it's a 5-month project from Devolver Digital. And basically once a month, they have filmed a couple of game developers doing a 48-hour game, and they're releasing the footage that they've edited together as well as the game, so that's cool. I believe it's $20 to get all 5 months worth, so that'll be neat. Yeah, I'm not too sure that there's like much else as far as news stuff goes, so maybe it'll be time to move on to just some personal stuff for the week. And I think with that, I'm going to take another second here, go off camera, go off microphone, and take care of my nose. Sorry. Hey, sorry again, I'm back. Alright. Yeah, so I think, like I said, I think that's basically all of the things that I need to talk about for news stuff. So, again, we might just have like a short-ish episode this week. I guess at this point, I will talk about the things that I've been playing this week. Let's see, I've put like 20 hours, I think, into Persona 4. I've finally gotten back to Persona 4. I stopped a long time ago. I think just a new game came out that I wanted to play, and then I just never got back to Persona 4. But I got my 64 gig memory card for Vita, and I spent 2.5 days downloading stuff onto it. So my memory card for that is basically full, but I've got like 60 games on it. So it's basically like my on-the-go machine. It's got like 20-something indie games. I've got Final Fantasy 1 through 10 too, as well as like Dissidia, as well as Final Fantasy Tactics. Like, it's ridiculous. I've got way too much stuff on there, like more than I'll ever need, but that's perfect. So yeah, so that's cool. Like I said, I played a ton of that in the past couple days. It's still really good. Still really like that game. It's probably one of my favorite RPGs. Because as soon as I finish it, I'm probably going to start a second playthrough so that I can get the platinum trophy for it. But yeah, so I've been doing that. Still been playing Hatsune Miku a lot. Can't really seem to stop playing that. Like I said, I've been playing some Transistor, trying to at least. Playing it a couple minutes at a time. Slowly making my way through it. What else has there been? I know there's been other stuff. Maybe there hasn't. Maybe that's about it. Yeah, now that I think about it, that might be about what I've played for the last week. Yeah, so that's that, I guess. Like I said, I've really liked Transistor. I just want it to work better. I mean, I'll push my way through it. I've been doing it, like I said, a few minutes at a time. The problem is I just can't record it like this, and I really like to do a Let's Play on it. I'm still considering doing an Always Sometimes Monsters Let's Play. I'm not sure yet if I will. I think I'll probably finish the game first and see how likely I feel about going back and doing it again. So that'll be that. Just because it's not the kind of game that I want to blind play it, I guess. So we'll see how that's gonna pan out. And I guess with that, we will go to our normal Steam thing where I'll go check out the next week's worth of stuff, and we'll talk about that a little bit, and then, yeah, I guess that'll be that. Let's see, what's new today? I guess not much that I'm really interested in, other than the Super Game Jam coming out. Yeah, what we've got, I Am Veggend. Zombiegeddon. Yeah, that sounds terrible. The Great Jitters, Pudding Panic. Woo, hard hitting there. Incredible Adventures of Van Helsing 2. I won't be picking it up, at least not anytime soon. But yeah, I guess there's some okay stuff. A new Warhammer game. I don't know, do people play Warhammer still? Maybe. Yeah, I think yesterday was kind of the big day. Yesterday and the day before with Transistor and Always Sometimes Monsters coming out. But let's see what's coming soon. Gauge. I played a little bit of Gauge when it was free. I didn't really like it. It was kind of weird. Tropico 5. I know a lot of people are looking forward to that, I'm sure. Killer is Dead is coming out on PC. Let's see. Ibanob comes out this week. I had a video go up. Let's see, when will that have been up when this goes up? I guess the day before this goes up, so you can go check that out on the channel. I love Ibanob, that's really good. Of course, I'm sure everyone's looking forward to Watch Dogs, so that will be out on the 27th, of course. Let's see, Richard and Alice I'm looking forward to. I haven't gotten a chance to play it, but I believe I've got a press code coming my way. Same thing with A Story About My Uncle. I'm really looking forward to that. I believe I have a press code on the way. I am playing a bit of Growing Pains. That comes out on the 28th. Don't know if I'm allowed to say stuff about that. And then Among the Sleep is coming out. I know a lot of people are looking forward to that. I just tried the demo, and I hope it plays better than the demo. I know the demo is like the alpha version, but still, that was one where I played 2 minutes and quit out. So I don't know. I guess I'll want to see some more footage or something to prove that it's not that, to prove that it's like improved from the alpha. But I think that might be it for this week. I'm not really seeing like a whole lot of other stuff, I guess, is what I'm getting at. Kind of a slow news week, like I said. I would expect next week to be very much the same, just because we're going to be heading into E3 the week after that. So, yeah. Then what's going to happen is, if I've got time, I will live stream my thoughts on stuff, if I can. If I don't have time, then we may have a 2-part thing next week, because there's going to be a lot of news at E3, of course, so I may compile a whole bunch of stuff and do this kind of for 2 hours the week after E3. We'll see how I feel, but I think that is where we will end this one. Sorry for kind of a shorter episode, but I really don't have anything else to talk about, and I can't imagine anyone else wants to hear me ramble for another 15 minutes about nothing. But yeah, we'll end off here. Go check out Transistor. Go check out Always Sometimes Monsters if you're looking for my game recommendations for this week. Both really, really good. I would suggest checking them out. But that is where we will end this off. Hopefully next week has some more news to come out. But as always, feel free to comment, of course, about anything we talked about. Love hearing your thoughts. And kind of starting that back and forth in the comments. That's always fun. Subscribe if you haven't already. I do videos every day in addition to these weekly, so that'll be cool if you want to check out more stuff from me. And then, of course, if you like this series, if you liked this particular episode of this series, then please do consider clicking the like button. But with that, I will thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.